Hello, welcome again. We are covering Geography of Class 9 from NCERT book under heading Contemporary India 1 for CBS and Civil Services pre-exam. So we are discussing the types of vegetation in chapter Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. So we have discussed first three forest types of forest. Now two are left, montane forest and mangrove forest. So in this video we will discuss this montane forest and mangrove forest. So first of all, montane forest. So in the montane forest, the first point is in mountainous area, the decrease in temperature with increasing altitude leads to the corresponding change in natural vegetation. Second point is as such there is succession of natural vegetation belt in the same order as we see from the tropical to tundra region. Next point is the wet temperate type of forests are found between the height of 1000 to 2000 meters. Evergreen broad leaf trees such as oaks and chestnut are prominent. Next point is between 1500 and 3000 meters temperate forest containing coniferous trees like pine, deodar, silver purse and cedar are found. These forests cover mostly the southern slope of Himalayas, places having high altitude in southern and northern northeast India. So at higher elevation, temperate grassland are common. So this is the area where this mountainy forests are there. So now we from the from this point we see that there are different type of vegetation that vary with height between 1000 to 2000 meters. The evergreen broadleaf trees are there, and further between 15,000 to, 1500 to 3000 meters different type of vegetation are there. That is trees like pine, deodar, silver purse, and at higher elevation the grasslands are there. Okay, so at higher elevation the grassland are common. As the temperature decreases with increase in height, so type of vegetation also changes. So further we go beyond that 3000 meters. So at we will have different type of vegetation. So that is explained in next point. At high altitude, generally more than 3600 meter above sea level, temperate forest and grasslands give way to the alpine vegetation. So alpine vegetation will have very low temperature that we have studied in the previous videos also. Silver purse, juniper, pines and birches are common trees of these forests. However, they get progressively stunted as they approach the snow line, ultimately through shrubs and scrubs. They merge into alpine grasslands. So at further height more than 3600 meters, again the alpine grassland are there, and these vegetation silver fir, juniper, pine, birches are common beyond height of 3600 meters. Okay. As we go on higher altitude, the vegetation will convert into the grassland. So next point is these are used extensively for grazing by nomadic tribes like Gujars and Bakrewals. So the Gujars and Bakrewals uh, generally graze goats and sheep. Okay, so here these persons are these type of communities are found. Next point is At higher altitude, mosses, lichens form part of tundra vegetation. Next point is the common animals found in these forests are Kashmir stag, spotted deer, wild sheep, jackrabbits, Tibetan antelope, yak, snow leopard, squirrels, shaggy horn, wild ibon deer, and rare red panda sheep and goats with their with thick ears. So sheep, goats are the common animals found here. Next and last type of forest in India is mangrove forest. So the characteristics of this forest are: first characteristic, the mangrove tidal forests are found in the areas of coast influenced by tides. Second, the mud and silt get accumulated on such coasts. Dense mangroves are common varieties with roots of plants submerged underwater. Next point, deltas of the Ganga, the Mahanadi, the Krishna, the Godavari and the Kaveri are covered by such vegetation. So here these are the locations of mangrove forest. Near coast. This is this this. So this is the location of mangrove forest. This is the location of mangrove forest. This is the location of mangrove forest. Near coast. Next point is in the Ganga Brahmaputra delta, Sundari trees are found which provide durable hard timber. Next point is palm, coconut, cura, agar are also grow in some part of delta. Royal Bengal tiger is the famous animal of these forests. Turtles, crocodiles, gharials and snakes are also found in these forests. So this is about forest and type of animals and vegetation in this forest. Okay, so in the next video we'll discuss wildlife. So here you may not remember all the animals found in different type of forest, but the main animals um, will be covered in wildlife, and you need to remember only these animals and where they live for CDS and civil service field.